Does this sound familiar? 1 minute you're going about your day, doing your thing, calm as you like, and then the next minute you're full of rage and thinking, what the hell is going on? Mood swings, that's what's going on. Hormone fluctuations and changes in mood from minute to minute, second to second, hour by hour. There's not really a pattern. So welcome to my channel. I'm Heidi and I'm doing a 30-day series on the peri-menopause. So welcome back to day 3. Okay, so let's talk estrogen and progesterone. I think that's how you pronounce it. The 2 sex hormones that you will hear all over social media when you go and visit your doctor. If you're concerned about peri-menopause, then they are the 2 main or the most frequently talked about hormones that affect us during our peri-menopause journey. Let's talk estrogen. So estrogen is a sex hormone which affects different parts of our bodies, including the brain, our skin, our bones, and obviously our reproductive system. Estrogen also helps to regulate our mood in the part of the brain, I believe, that affects our emotions, and that hormone will affect all women very differently. Okay, so progesterone. It's described as the calming hormone. It's described as a natural sedative, affects our anxiety and contributes to sleep quality. So both of those together affect our mood. Now, if you're like me and mood swings at the beginning of my peri-menopause journey were massive, I was so teary, I was angry, I was frustrated, I had no patience, but they would literally, that mood, that feeling would change, sometimes minutes, sometimes hours. And it used to I used to surprise myself with how much that fluctuated up and down, and that is obviously the 2, estrogen and progesterone, that's obviously fluctuating up and down in the body daily. I personally track everything by writing it down. I have a journal, but there are tips to tracking your mood if you're worried or concerned that, you know, you've got mood swings and you're not sure why. Could it be perimenopause? And there are apps that you can use that track mood. I don't use them myself, but there are mood trackers that you can download, digital trackers, which are good for trying to work out maybe what your triggers are as well. So if you're in a bad mood, is it because you're tired? Is it because you didn't sleep well? Is it because you're not eating great? All those things will impact your mood through perimenopause. So breath work, journaling are 2 things that I would recommend to do. Journaling I felt quite difficult at first because it's writing everything down, but actually it's really good for you to look back and reflect on and understand any kind of patterns, anything that you can do, you know, to make your day a little bit easier the night before. It could be that you're doing all the right things and your mood is still something that you have noticed is suffering, whether you're in a low mood or you're raging, stressed, anxious. All of those things are good to track. So on the tough days, I take magnesium as a supplement, which I will link the one that I use down below, but there are lots of magnesium supplements. You just need to make sure that it is a good grade of supplement. I also have a mood journal page, which is a digital journal that you can download that you might find useful. You can just print it off and work your way through it. It's just a little A5 page for you to track mood, reflect, maybe decide what you're going to change tomorrow. There's like a little tick box on there so you can remind yourself that you need good sleep, you need to exercise, you need to get outdoors, get outside, or just take time for you to settle, calm your mood. So one thing that I do to monitor my mood is I like to track how I'm feeling. So as I said previously, I write in a journal. The second thing, write down the words to describe how you're feeling. So if you're feeling irate, if you're feeling angry, because when you speak to friends, family, colleagues about this subject, about perimenopause, women are affected very differently. So it might be that you feel like you're crying all the time. You might feel like you want to punch someone all the time. It might be that you're just permanently anxious and on like a high alert. So I found it really useful to write the words down that describe how I felt that day or that week. Very useful for conversations with my doctor. And I also, after a period of time, the third thing I did, I was able to identify triggers. So was I moody because I hadn't slept very well? Was it because I hadn't been exercising or been outside over a period of time, like a couple of days maybe? That sort of thing. So on your tough days, if you comment down below what you do on your tough days to manage your mood and your emotion, and we'll get a conversation started around that. I hope that you found day 3 helpful in terms of what estrogen is and what progesterone is and the fact that they fluctuate up and down. Okay, well, thank you for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when the next topic is coming up, and I look forward to talking to you again.